Alright, now we're ready to start to show some inverting sutures. And inverting sutures are sutures that take this edge of the wound, this cut edge, and roll it inward or away from the surgeon. They make it go down instead of go up. Okay? Usually these are used for closure of hollow viscera, things like anastomosis of intestines, closure of a gastrotomy, things like that. So the first one I'm going to show is the Cushing pattern, and imagine, if you will, that this would be the outer layer of the stomach. You know, this would be the serosa muscularis, and that way here on the inside is going to be the mucosa, and this is just the inside. Okay, so the bites for the Cushing are run in a direction that's parallel to the incision, and they do not enter. So I'm going to try to make this needle not penetrate all the way through. Okay, and if we look on the inside, see, whoop, so I didn't do it right. Try again here. This is very thin material. There we are. So the needle did not penetrate into the inside. Now that's what a Cushing would do. The needle bites do not penetrate to the mucosa, and they run parallel to the incision. Get that tag end out of there. There we go. Okay. Then the next one is going to go in roughly across from where that first one came out. Again, not penetrating into the mucosa. So a partial thickness. It's supposed to grab the submucosa though. Remember, that's the holding layer. Okay. And when we pull these tight, you see how that's rolling up and pinching up. It's making the edges go down in, inverting. Coming across again into the submucosa, but not penetrating into the mucosa. And you can see these edges being rolled inwards. See that? Rolling it in like that. And I'm doing this with the forceps, but you can see that that's happening because these cross bites are getting very close together. The only way that can happen is when the edges are rolling in. I'll do one more. Okay. Alright. Now, if I want to have an inverting pattern that looks exactly the same, but the suture bites do penetrate the mucosa, that's called a Connell. So I'm going to take these a little further from the cut edge just so you can see that they're different. And I'm going to purposely penetrate all the way through with the needle, all the way through into the mucosa, take a full thickness bite, and continue everting. So now I've changed my Cushing for a Connell. Coming here, going all the way through, see, all the way through, and exiting parallel. And this everts too, see, pulling it inward like that, everting the edges. You can see how strongly this is everting. It's wanting to pull that whole thing in. And if we look from the underside, there we can see there's the suture material right there showing in the lumen. So that's the difference between the Cushing and the Connell.